Hey guys, welcome back to the second episode of Hack the Hill podcast. I'm joined by
Priyanka.
Who are you?
I am the marketing manager for Hack the Hill.
Awesome. You're my team. I'm glad to have you. I have one of the best marketing managers, and I'm joined with the sponsorship team.
Yeah.
You guys want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi, my name is Shreya. I'm the sponsorship co-director for Hack the Hill. Nice to meet you guys.
Farabi, sponsorship co-director. Most such Shreya and Hack the Hill too.
Thank you guys for being here. Let's just start. I know both of you were part of Hack the Hill 1 last year. You guys want to talk about that and why you guys sticked around?
You want to? Oh, I'm starting. Okay. Yeah, I actually was part of Hack the Hill 1 as a coordinator on the sponsorship team. I started off being low-key with the game dev club, and then Disala was like, want to join as a rep, and then I moved up. The last Hackthon was super fun. I think I did most of the work on the actual day of, talking with the sponsors, getting them settled in and stuff. Yeah, it was a pretty good time. A lot of last minute speed work in some places, but
Nice.
I mean, that's one of the perks of organizing a hackathon.
no, it was a good time. It really felt like invigorating to be there in the moment and just like seeing everything come together.
Yeah, especially we started planning like September,
know.
October, and just seeing it come like alive.
Yeah, no, it was crazy.
It's definitely something.
I've literally never been part of something like that. So having that experience for the first time, I was like, how can I not come back? You know, it was
Nice. What
I
about
can relate
you?
to that.
What about you, Farabi?
So I was involved with CSOC at Carleton last year, and it was brought up to our president's meeting by the chair of IEEE. Hey, do you want to get involved with Hack the Hill?
Yeah.
We're looking for Carleton clubs and societies to partner with. So I said, yeah, let's do it. So got on the phone with Disala, we spoke. I said, let's do it. You know,
Nice.
I'll vouch for you guys at Carleton. And they also needed help on the dev team. I was learning web development at the time, and I was looking for projects to work on.
Nice.
So I ended up making some contributions to the front end for the landing page for Hack the Hill 1, and also to the front end of the tracker app that we have.
Awesome. Okay. That's great.
What sparked the switch from dev to sponsorship co-director? That's a
my
big
question.
switch.
Well, if you look at my contributions on GitHub, you'll understand. But no, in all seriousness, I think sponsorship is a very, very exciting role with its own set of exciting challenges. And I'm someone that likes attending networking events a lot in my own time. And I like talking to recruiters, learning about their roles, learning about their companies. So it puts me in a good position to also speak about Hack the Hill. I'm someone that identifies with Hack the Hill's mission. So I thought, yeah, I want to do sponsorship. I want to take on the challenge.
Nice. Okay. So while we're on the topic of your roles, how about we just discuss what like a week in the life of sponsorship looks like?
What do you guys do day in, day out?
Well, a lot of email sending, a lot of outreach.
I can imagine.
Yeah. A lot of keeping everyone on the same page. We have like a weekly meeting every Sunday. You know, a little bit of fun. We're planning our first get together as in
Nice.
person. It's going to be enjoyable. I guess Rabih can talk more about like the in-person outreach. As he said, he really enjoys going out in person, talking to recruiters, and I think he's doing a really good job of it so far. Do you want to talk further on that?
Yeah, so I've settled into the role of handling more of the in-person outreach for our sponsorship team. So I attend a lot of networking events on my own time that are hosted by companies or at career fairs. I like attending workshops from other clubs and societies at Carleton, and I like encouraging the students to come out and sign up for the hackathon, sign up for the organizing team. So that's the role that I've settled into within the sponsorship team. We have a variety of tasks, and that's one of the reasons why we have co-directors to handle each set of tasks.
That's awesome. Okay. So I know you mentioned that networking is one of the, I guess, benefits of being in your role. What else would you say gravitated you towards sponsorship?
Well, mine is a little bit interesting. I actually didn't originally pick sponsorship when I
Okay.
first joined. As I said, I came on as part of like a rep for a club I was with, and Disala.
Seems to be a really
Yeah.
common denominator. Shout out Disala.
Truly, shout out Disala. He was kind of like, a sponsorship team needs some help.
Yeah.
Here, now you have a role. And I was like, okay, I'm here now.
Yeah.
But I think after that, at first I kind of joined just because I was put there. But I think after that, getting to talk to the sponsors and the recruiters, and then actually like helping them settle in.
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of what I'm doing as well now, is more of like the onboarding process. Was a lot of fun for me, kind of keeping everyone organized, the sponsorship booth, and like just making them feel welcome is enjoyable part for me, and that's why I stuck around with sponsorship.
Awesome. Yeah. What about you?
So this role actually mixes a few of my passions together. I like project management. I've been involved in a variety of leadership positions at school for my group projects. So I always find myself setting the direction for the rest of the group. That's just what I settle into. I like getting a group of people together with different interests, with different backgrounds, and get them working towards a common goal and be successful working towards that goal. So I like taking on that position of accountability as a
Nice.
project manager. That's something that I get to do extensively on the sponsorship team. I like to get people's input on things, and it helps me learn and grow on what the best way is to move forward when presented with a certain challenge. Another thing I like is coding, right? I'm in software engineering, and on the sponsorship team, we have a lot of repetitive tasks, and it's a predictable workflow. And one of our greatest achievements this year so far has been collaborating with infrastructure team, which is a sub team within development. It has expanded, and now they have 3 different teams.
Yeah.
One of those sub teams is infrastructure, so I collaborate closely with them to actually build automation tools that we use for sponsorships. And this essentially eliminates having to manually type out emails for sponsors,
Wow.
yet still have the customizability to tailor them towards individuals and towards companies.
That's really awesome.
That's
A true
Yeah.
blessing. It helps so much.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and it really gives you a sense of what it's like to work in a real company, to work with other teams, because you have to come up with a detailed list of requirements that you need to pass on to them, so that they don't have to keep coming back to you and asking you, oh, how do you want this? How do you want that?
Yeah.
So as a customer, as a user, you have a responsibility to provide a detailed list of, these are the challenges that we're facing. This and this is how we need them solved. And getting in touch and staying in touch and communicating, it's been an incredible experience, and I love being in that role.
That's awesome.
Speaking of like project management, you're bringing like a team with different backgrounds. If you have one thing for next year's Hackthon for people who wants to join sponsorship, what skill set would they need to have to be successful in that role?
Dude, as Rabih said, it's so repetitive sometimes. You gotta have like a soul like built for this stuff. Rejection therapy, start before you join. It's so, it can be a little bit like of a bummer, but you have to just keep looking forward and be like, at some point you're gonna get something. But yeah, you really gotta have like a heart of stone, man.
You gotta have it in you to.
You gotta be
Whoa,
like, one
yeah,
rejection, let
that's
me
what-
find the next person. It's fine.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you have to be able to see things from a customer's point of view, right? Because as a company, you want to fill your roles with top-tier talent.
Right.
How do you go about finding top-tier talent? This is a significant challenge that companies face. What better place to find top-tier talent than a hackathon? Because you're
not wrong.
You're not forced to come to hackathon. People come to hackathons because they want to, right?
Yeah.
Because they want to build something, because they want to learn something,
Yeah.
because this is something they're passionate about. So that would be my answer, to that, being able to see things from a customer's point of view. What are their needs? What are their wants? And how can we work backwards from that to meet those wants and needs?
We should definitely cut this up, put it in like in our backlog for next year's when we're onboarding them.
Start taking notes.
We're working on transition documents
Yeah.
so that next year's team, when they face the same challenges as we did this year, they don't have to figure it all out from scratch.
Yeah, that's awesome.
working to make the peak sponsorship team. Absolute snipers, just ready.
The snipers.
Period.
Real.
Speaking of snipers, what if you had? Give me 5 companies that you would love for them to be a hack
That you're gunning for.
Aim for the moon.
Like
Yeah.
dream companies to sponsor Hack the Hill.
Bro,
Go.
both times I reached out to Ford. Answer me back, man. Please.
Ford, please.
Come on.
Ford.
We need you, okay?
I need you. I find new contacts every time.
Reach out to us.
We know a lot
Sponsorship
of
at
people
hackthehill.com.
Yeah. BlackBerry, they sponsored us last time.
Uh-huh.
Come back. Come join us. It'll be a
guys
good
heard
time
that
You
again.
here.
heard us, BlackBerry.
Sponsorship at hackthehill.com.
You got any? You're
That's
like, really?
Give me 3 more.
You're putting us on the spot here, man. This
You
could
know, like
this
you're
could cause
thinking-
some issues.
We're thinking like out there, right? Google,
Yeah.
Facebook.
No,
literally, yeah.
dream.
I
Apple.
really want Unity to sponsor us. But
Oh.
actually, wait, that's controversial. Not anymore. They've done a little
Tea?
funny, a little tea, But I said, if we that Unity, I was really like,
You
that's
were really
that'd be
gunning
cool.
for them, yeah.
Yeah. After that, like, I don't know, Apple, Epic Games,
Yeah.
all those fun companies.
Those would be sick companies to have.
It would be pretty.
Yeah,
sick.
we do have a significant focus on game development at Hack the Hill. So
I mean-
it would be great to get.
I mean,
Rockstar
your
Games.
co-director is.
I do kind of be VP of game dev, so I have a little bit of a little bias there. But Scott Coffin for FNAF. The FNAF movie's coming out. All I'm saying is sponsor us and we'll all go.
Speaking of game dev and how like we've collaborated with them a lot, especially at Hack the Hill, and you love game dev. What's your favorite game that you've built
That I've built
or that you play?
or that I've played. Okay. It's kind of ironic. Similar to how I'm on sponsorship by a Miracle, game dev was also interesting. I'm actually not much of a gamer myself, but
Ah.
I like watching people play games. Like shout out Markiplier, Real
Shout out
G.
who?
Markiplier. So I actually like, there's this one game I used to watch a friend play called Noida. Top tier game. Very
Noida?
fun. It's like
What is it?
you play as like a wizard. It's a roguelike, and you just kill stuff. But it's got intense lore, and I'm like kind of a sucker for lore. But no one really talks about it, So
I've never heard of the game before.
Noida, that's kind of valid. I think so. I don't think it's like super popular, but it's really good. The aesthetic is nice too. It's a good
The
game.
aesthetic?
Yeah, the
I
aesthetic.
gotta check it out.
Yeah, I'm really into pixel games, so
I know nothing about games, so I cannot contribute to
Dude,
this, but
I barely know. I don't know how I got at both of these roles sometimes. I'm like, but
you
know,
got
we
them
call it
because you're
fate.
talented and amazing.
Thanks.
There you go.
You say talent, I say fate, Potato,
Take it till you
potato.
make it. Now you have it.
I know. That's
you go.
that's what we're rolling with so far. We'll make it through.
Speaking of like not having a background in things, you're not an engineer at all.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
I found out
so
today.
I'm actually in psychology and philosophy, and that too in arts, not even science. So I'm like really far from, I guess, engineering kind of thing. I don't know. The reason I got into marketing was mainly because in like my second or third year, my friend was president of UO Poetry, and she was like, "Hey, Priyanka, I feel like you'd be good on communications." I was like, you know what? I wanted an exec position somewhere. So I decided to take that one, and then I used that one to leverage more positions, and now I'm here. And I actually love marketing now, which is crazy because when I started, I just kind of did it because I was like, oh, I want an exec position. Comm seems good. You don't really need any background for it. I was like, great. And now I'm hosting a podcast, and I'm like, what the heck?
But this goes
tell
to show, there's a space for everyone at Hackthon.
Yeah, and you also don't need to be an engineer or in marketing to be in marketing. You can literally be doing whatever you want and join Hack the Hill.
Yeah, I think that's part of like a really good part of Hack the Hill that I've seen.
Yeah.
It's just like everyone from all kinds of areas just join together and they're like
Yeah, it's
make this
awesome.
amazing event and a bunch of other ones along the way.
Yeah,
I
and
mean-
like lately, like I've been noticing a lot of people we've been hiring and whatever have been from outside of like the comp sci, software eng, whatever kind of world. I think that's great. I think that, you know, more people from outside should be more involved in a kind of techie type of thing. I think it's really fun, gives you lots of different opportunities. And I think you meet such a great amount of people. Like, I've never worked with such a large team before.
Yeah.
I've
I mean,
definitely-
we're a big group.
Squad.
I've worked on a lot of exec teams, just not one this big, and I feel like that kind of experience is necessary for like things like working. But yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
I mean, at the bottom of it, what is a hackathon? It's people from different backgrounds, they get together to build something cool.
yeah.
Literally. And it's nice.
And we'd love to see more people who are not in like Eng and stuff participate in Hack the Hill, like as
As a hacker,
yeah,
yes.
as a hacker. Like that would be awesome. Like, I know business majors could kill that. I know marketing, advertisement, you know, psych even. They
Yeah, I
could kill
know.
that.
Especially designers too.
Oh yeah,
They
design.
definitely need to come out.
Yes,
They can build their
please.
portfolio.
Yes.
Come
The
out.
whole organization, right? There are a lot of moving parts, and
Yeah.
you need people that have their specific niches and put them in those roles so that they can excel and shine.
Exactly.
Sorry.
What's good about like our team, I feel like we're not afraid of stepping outside of our comfort zone and helping other teams, like jumping from development to sponsorship. And there's many stories where we're helping each other's
Yeah, no.
in different teams. So I think that's a big part of it too.
Yeah, I like how like sometimes there's not everyone doesn't have to stick to just one thing on the team. Like you can do a little bit of design if you think you can contribute there. Or I mean,
Exactly.
of course, finish your own task first. But yeah, it's like cool how everyone's really working together. Like I don't
Yeah.
know, it's like the epitome of like teamwork. I don't know. There's no other way to explain it.
Yeah, no, we're a super well balanced team. I really noticed that, especially within our own team. It's like everybody kind of has their own little thing that they're great at. You know, we have people who are great at design, people who are more outgoing, who are like presenters, people who are great at managing social medias. And that too, even within the realm of social media, it's like there's so many and people are better at, like, for example, I'm better at Instagram or TikTok, but my other marketing manager, Ali, he's not here, but shout out Ali. He's
Shout out
he's
Ali.
goated on LinkedIn.
Dude,
Yeah,
for
no,
real.
he's crazy popping off on LinkedIn. So, yeah, it's awesome. I've honestly, like, I think this is one of the most well balanced exec teams I've ever been a part of. So it's great.
You'd
I'm
make
so
a good
glad to
technical
hear that.
recruiter,
Yeah.
Priyanka.
Huh?
You'd make a good technical recruiter.
Yeah.
Companies, if you're hiring for HR,
Yeah.
Yes,
Nice.
please,
Yeah, you'd
please
pop
hire
off.
me. I'm graduating in April. I need a job. Please hire me.
Start
I can do HR, marketing, a lot of things.
Can
just
do it
like
all.
reach in your
There are
back
multiple
pocket.
hats
Here's my
at once.
I will
resume.
learn anything. Okay, I will.
as her director, I'll tell you that much.
There we go.
Whatever I throw at her,
My boss
she
says
catches it.
Yeah.
I'm not your boss. No, no, we're a team. We're a team.
She catches it.
For the companies, you're my boss. Okay, I just need the reference.
Needs a reference,
Done,
guys.
done, done.
Yeah, you just
I'll
scrolls
give you a
whatever
nice
work he doesn't
reference
want
on
to
Thank
LinkedIn.
you.
Don't worry, I got you.
Appreciate it.
But you guys mentioned like you've been in other hackathons, especially for Rabih,
Yeah.
especially our hackathon.
We would
What are
love
like
to
the
hear
best
this.
moments / stories?
Bro.
Yeah, excited.
I got so from Hackthon 1, because that's like, yeah, dude, that whole like first 2 days, just so much fun. There was like the karaoke, the rave. Post workshop, you stay a little bit longer. You know, you get to be part of the like squad that just puts the music on. It's like, yeah. Just like, it's a lot of fun. You meet so many new people and you make so many friends.
Yeah.
And then you just have like a good time for 3 days. You're just there. It's like mega sleepover.
And they're all from all over the place. So
Yeah.
you're truly meeting a like large variety of people, right?
It's crazy. There's so many like different kinds of people.
We had like 300 hackers in person
Wow.
last year, and
That's 300 people to meet.
That's an
And then, like,
impressive
some-
turnout.
then some people were from outside of Ottawa, which is nice. So I know some people were like went to Waterloo.
Yeah, I know.
So
It was crazy. I feel like I met a lot of people. I got to do a lot of things, and it was like a lot of fun. In the workshops themselves were really interesting, and then like you'd still continue after the workshop. You'd be doing interesting things even after that. There's just something to do all the time, and I don't know, you're with your friends, you're with
Yeah.
new friends, and you're 3 days. Come on, how could
I'll
it
put
not
you on
be
the spot.
fun?
What was your favorite workshop?
What was
I
my
ran a
favorite
workshop.
Hey, bro, shout out my boy Ming. Hardware, game dev, workshop. Good
I'm-
time.
I'm
Yeah,
With
that's-
Sala.
Mine
I
is
love that.
wellness because I ran that one. So
Which one?
I ran the wellness workshop.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was my first involvement in Hack the Hill 1 when I was like not doing anything. Manal was like, we need like 3 speakers to run workshops. Do you want to do it? I was like, okay. So then I came in. Everyone else had these like really like, you know, very professional slides. Mine was like glitched out game effects. And, like I was like trying to make the mouse look like it's clicking the buttons and stuff. And I was like, I feel like my presentation is very out of place here.
No,
but-
that's literally what you need. You know, speaking of janked out presentations,
Yeah.
I remember it was one of the last days, and that's when we did the workshop with hardware, and one of our exec for game dev and Ming kind of came up with a presentation.
Mhm.
And you want to talk about janked out presentations? Every slide was just a meme of its own.
Oh my God.
No semblance, all just good energy. It's just, you know, like everyone's like tired by the last day. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, just tell me how to run the damn code. And you're like, no, but look, it's Disala, haha. And that was the entire start of the workshop. But it was really funny. We did a lot of cool stuff in there. There was like we were basically making a game controller out of like random stuff.
Wow.
So we had a Bop It, and we turned that into a game controller.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
I'll
on.
roll a clip. I'll roll a clip.
Yeah,
from
please
that.
do. We played Minecraft with it.
Give me a chance, zombies, please. No!
Oh my god, yes, I saw that clip.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
No, it was so much fun.
Very, very, very good.
Thank you.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Perfect.
It's the most intuitive piece of engineering I've ever seen.
I feel like you give me 2 more hours with it, and I could like walk more than 10 steps. And I'll make it
Nice.
work, you know.
no, you got that.
But it was a lot of fun. Yeah, all the workshops really interesting.
Yeah.
I guess next time are you gonna do a wellness workshop again? Gotta
Oh
hit
my
it up.
gosh, I would be super down.
Keep it. Don't spoil.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no spoilers. No.
I mean, maybe I'm down, maybe.
Yeah, all
Might
the down
be.
low.
No, I'm playing.
Innovative tech product is coming this year?
Wait, what?
What new innovative tech product is coming this year?
Oh, you know, maybe get like a cracker box, figure out how to make that work. Pure cardboard. Oh, actually, that'd be cool. Controller made out of entirely cardboard.
that
or
would
like,
be cool.
Or like just something janky. What's like the most janky object you can think of to be
I don't
I
know.
always-
A controller?
to be a controller? It's gotta have like kind of buttons. Something like wacky. I think we were thinking about like remote control, but I feel like that's kind of a cop out a little bit.
What if you use a camera? I'm just looking at a camera.
Oh,
Imagine
that
like you
camera
take
actually
a
could work.
picture and like it does something,
it gives kind of
and then like you built that into a moment in the game. You know that'll look be sick.
You know, that'd be cool for like a horror game too. Like you take a picture and it's kind of like a Phasmophobia kind of, I don't know,
Oh.
kind of energy. We were, you know what we did try to do though? We were trying to do like a wizard game where you had like a sensor, you know those like strip sensors that like tell how much pressure,
yeah.
and you could
Totally, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
No, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
actually the first time I heard about it. So literally,
yeah.
like, but it would be like you'd like
Actually, my
point
specialty.
and you could like move stuff around based off of the sensor. Like it could tell with your finger, like you were doing stuff.
Ooh,
And I think it would be cool if we could like make that work,
yeah.
commit to it.
That's
But I don't
awesome.
know.
You know what would be hilarious?
What?
Have you guys ever seen those keyboards where instead of keys, they're like little ducks? And every time you type something, it just goes
Oh.
quack, 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 quack.
Yeah,
You know?
something
That'd
like
be
auditory.
hilarious.
But we, instead of a we take a gaming controller, instead of ducks, we have the rubber chickens that make that hilarious sound. So every time you press a button,
I would make
you
a
just-
chicken
yeah,
sound.
yeah, you do one of those sounds.
That's hella obnoxious. Just. Yeah.
Wait. What is this?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Okay, wait. I have a bit of a cold. We'll blame that. All right.
Sorry.
How did chicken sound again? Like,
This has to be the funniest podcast.
okay, you go. Give me a chicken sound right now. Why not?
No,
You can't come for me if you can't do better.
you did.
I'm also recovering from
take it
illness.
back.
I refuse to do a chicken sound now. So
Yeah, no. Edit it in. Switch it. Be like, oh, she good. Like, put an actual chicken sound there.
I'm not doing that.
No, no.
he will
Sync it up.
make you pay him $50 to do that, Shreya.
You know I would. Let's negotiate.
and a cup of coffee.
And a cup of coffee.
And-
not in this economy. Gas money.
Where
in
are
this
you
economy?
traveling
You're
to?
funny. Never
Okay.
mind. I'll suffer the embarrassment.
We need the gas money. I mean, we have our sponsor Lone Haven with their beautiful car in the back. You know,
Shout out Lone Haven.
Yeah, Lord
Thank you for
Haven.
sponsoring
Shout out to Lone
us.
Haven for
they're
sponsoring this
producing
podcast.
this podcast.
Yes, literally the entire reason the podcast can happen.
Yeah.
Lone Haven.
Couldn't
You
happen.
gotta go check them out.
Yep.
Anyways, just jokes aside, we're having too much fun.
My bad.
Yeah, no, we have to get on to Farabi's experience at the hackathon. We did not even touch
Exactly.
on
So
it.
sorry.
But yeah, what was your like highlight moment at the hackathon last year?
My highlight moment was
Drum rolls.
sleeping in the room where the food was stored because I was never hungry. Would be my highlight.
Dude.
I came at like 12 a.m.
That's actually where we first met.
That is where we first
Yeah.
met. I came at 12
Oh
a.m.
my god,
Romance
wholesome orange.
moment.
Yeah. Wholesome origin story.
Aww.
Yeah, I never
You
never
guys
met
added
him.
some hearts over here. It's so cute.
No, don't add heart, don't add heart,
No,
don't
it's
add
cute.
heart.
Hold it close.
But that is where we met. And I came at like 12 a.m. and it was snowing so hard.
Oh yeah. It was snowing.
Yeah, quite. And I thought I had like full energy. I had like a Red Bull. I'm like, yeah, I can stay up all night. 4 a.m., 5 a.m. comes around. I'm just knocked on a chair. I wake up. I see Daniel. I see Farabi. I see Sasha. I'm like, yo, what?
Nah, man. I remember like I'm just glad I lived right across from site, so I would be like, oh my god, we just finished karaoke. It's like 8 a.m. We actually went till like 8 a.m. that day. Whip up a quick presentation, go home, sleep 3 hours, come back, and I come back and you guys would be in that room.
Yeah,
Just
I was
passed
guarding.
out.
I was guarding the snack room.
You know what? I actually have a different highlight. I have a different highlight.
Okay.
The different highlight would be when I was a judge, and one of the projects, I think they recorded a video, and it was just them trying to sign in, and the video was like a minute, and out of that minute, 40 seconds was just them putting in the wrong password
Oh,
and trying to sign in.
did that count into their time? That's so sad.
I think it did.
No.
And the funniest part, it was you could see the password, and it was
No.
the same password every single time. He's just
He's just retrying the same. Honestly, I get that. I have.
Farabi
Oh.
the day after getting spammed, it's like someone else trying to sign in. You know, and like Gmail.
no, yeah. That I think that would be my other highlight of the hackathon.
How was it to be a judge?
It was good. I think being a judge made me realize that no matter how polished your product is, no matter how well thought out your business use case and your product market fit is, if you don't do a good job of communicating your ideas, of actually convincing people
Yeah.
to use your product, then your idea can still fail.
Yeah.
So I think being a judge for Hack the Hill really taught me that important lesson, and it actually helped me do really, really well when I submitted projects to other hackathons.
Yeah, I guess that's just another area where, like, I guess people outside of like tech can kind of weasel their way into the hackathon. Is like, if you're really good at public speaking or persuasion and that kind of thing, you totally have a place there. That's like the number one thing, I guess. Well, other than obviously developing the product, but to pitch it, like you said, is a huge deal. So
It's massive.
yeah,
It's a whole art. Really a whole art,
for sure.
and it really makes sense to me why companies invest so much into their marketing and into
Yeah.
their advertisements.
For sure, yeah.
I mean, it's cool because even your team, like we were talking earlier about how even our like organizer team is so diverse, but even your team applying to the hackathon can be so diverse.
Yeah.
You could have someone be more on the presentation side, someone more on the dev side. Because
sure.
it takes more than just developing to like have a team be successful.
Yeah.
So I think it's really cool. Hackathons in general, so cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we have such a diverse team of exec in general. It's just like what we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bottom line, you're saying is, if you're making a team for your next hackathon, duplicate what Hack the Hill organizing team is doing, and you'll be successful.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I respect that. I respect that.
Okay.
But let's do our small segment of rapid fire questions.
Oh my god.
These ones are really, no, these are chill. Don't worry.
Bro. No way, I've been sweating for this part. Okay.
Nah, you got
It's
this.
okay.
You got this.
It's
you got
like
this.
tea or coffee type of questions. Don't worry.
I'll give you the
You
first
know-
bullet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No chat GPT to help me.
job.
If I'm nervous, you're nervous. Let's go.
Okay. Go to Starbucks drink.
Damn, I feel like I'm gonna get like roasted for this.
No.
But the strawberry coconut drink, I know it's
It's
basic.
yummy.
It's yummy.
It tastes
But
like a
I feel-
yogurt drink.
Bro, I feel like I could just make that at home.
I
But
know.
I'm like, there's something different about having it in a Starbucks.
Listen,
cup.
you saw me drinking literally the strawberry drink today. It's fine.
It's yummy.
Is it that? Do you know what it is? I've never had it.
oh, it's
Never?
really good.
Okay, try
Get it with
it.
raspberry syrup.
Okay, after this podcast, we're gonna go to Starbucks and get some.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Starbucks run.
Yeah. Okay. You next.
Oh,
Yeah, how does it feel to
Email
be
or
put
phone
on the
call?
spot?
You asking me?
Phone call.
both of you.
Phone call.
I agree.
I respect that. Email and text, man, it can be read like so many different ways.
Yeah.
Can't-
Yeah, you lose out on a lot of body language with text-based communication.
I will say though, sometimes it's nice to have like a little thought in between the text. You know, you're having those intense
Yeah,
conversations.
yeah.
You're like, okay, I really gotta think before I start messaging.
Yeah.
General chat in our Discord.
No, bro, that's a lie because that's so rapid
Managers
fire.
chat.
No, the chat goes so fast. I have to be like, let me catch up. Let me catch up. I can't even type.
Yeah, sometimes I just give up, man.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm done. I can't.
Yeah. All right. One word you would say that defines your team.
Ooh.
I know. Tell
Both of you gotta answer.
As a rapid fire question, damn.
I
Both
know.
of you gotta answer this.
What was your first instinct? What did you want to say?
Well, really is a team. Like team did come to mind, but I feel like that's like I want to think of a better one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Your word cannot be in that question.
Yeah, exactly. I did learn that in elementary school. That's why I take it back. I'd have to say, like friendship. I feel like we're all friendly together.
Oh, that's
you know?
very nice.
Yeah, I think we have our weekly meetings,
Mhm.
and at least I'm trying. Coordinators, let me know. I don't know, but at least I feel like we're friends.
Yeah.
And you know, it's nice. It's like, you know, tell me about your day. How's it going? You moving out, bro? There was a period we were all moving out.
Ooh.
I tell you, in this place, it's rough. Like
Tough times, eh?
for real. Don't even ask me how much I'm paying. It's tough out here, but you know, you bond over it.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'd say-
Mutual pain.
yeah, that's the best
The
bonding.
foundation of friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
I'd say-
about you, Farabi?
For me, it'll be, I'd say, excitement. And I think that we have a very energetic team. And one of the reasons why we have a very energetic team is because we have a significant responsibility
Yeah.
that, you know, we want to deliver on. And it's a significant sense of achievement when you're able to raise the quality of a hackathon due to the sponsorships that you're able to get.
Yeah.
So I'd say excitement. Everybody on my team is full of energy and they're looking to contribute. So it'd be, if I had to use one word, it would be excitement.
That's awesome. Those are such pleasant qualities. I love to hear
Right,
it.
so it's scary, intimidating.
I thought you might say something
Kinda
a little
hard.
more serious, like well balanced, and I was gonna be like, oh yeah,
Well
totally. I was gonna, oh, very
The
scenic.
aesthetics.
Okay,
Love the fall.
Is that well balanced?
well rounded, and I'm just like, okay, yes, I cannot build on this at all.
Yeah,
let's
no.
continue.
We're not boring here on the sponsorship team. Come
Period.
on.
So
Well
to be on the
balanced?
sponsorship team, you have to be not boring.
Mhm.
That's another criteria.
Number one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the number one.
And you have to be willing to be friends with everybody.
Oh, that's so important.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, you gotta, if you're gonna work with someone, like, you gotta be friendly. You gotta
Yeah,
be at
no.
the minimum. And then friends is just, that comes naturally. So,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I think it's good. Real good.
You guys do your weekly meetings. So what's your
When?
preferred
Method of,
work setting? Are you in-person type of people or online or hybrid?
I say hybrid because not everyone got that time. So it is understandable, but I do like in-person meetings. In my
Yeah.
opinion, I think.
For
In-person is
sponsorship
big vibe.
specifically, or for work in general?
Work
Oh,
in
really?
general, but we can do sponsorship.
Well, it depends on the kind of work that you do. You know, if it's software development, I'd probably prefer hybrid.
Yeah.
But if it's something specific, such as sponsorship, I think that requires more. Well, it requires just as much communication, but it requires a particular type of communication that I feel like happens much better. The messages get across a lot better when you meet in person. And so I would lean more. It would be an in-person biased hybrid if we're doing sponsorship work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so far we've been online and it's been pretty great. But yeah, I think we're trying to move some of our meetings in person because there's just, as I said, you know, being friends is a big part of it. And
Yeah.
being in person is the best way to become besties.
Yeah.
Trying to copy us.
They think they could be us.
We're trying to do the same thing on marketing too.
Yeah, no, we're finding some team bonding stuff we can do together.
Dude, all I'm saying is we're hitting up level 1. If our dates align, co-marketing
That
sponsorship
would be
hangout.
so
Yo, I'd be down for that.
Dude, I'd be
Oh my
down.
god, that's so
Work
exciting.
for the people. You don't work for the company.
Exactly.
We'll plan something.
But yeah, I can imagine that like with the amount of outreach you guys do, like in person would be obviously beneficial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely helpful.
Yeah.
We
We're
got
just- oh,
We
Sorry.
get to trade sales pitches.
Jinx. Trade
So-
sales pitches.
Trade sales pitches, you know?
Okay.
That's fun.
we got you guys stressing. Now it's your part. Each one of you can shoot us one rapid fire question.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Okay.
Let
It's a two-way street.
me
Two-way street.
think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let me
Fair,
think.
fair.
Describe your specific role in 3 words.
In 3 words.
3 words.
You gave us 1. I'm giving you 3. So I'm making it easier for you.
No, I asked you one to describe the team, but I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
Your specific role in 3
I
words.
think I got a good one after, so.
I would say like
Yeah, you go
Activity?
first. I gotta think.
I would say like activity, engagement, and analytics is like the
Analytics.
yeah. I would say that's like the main things. I would say like obviously activity, pretty straight. I feel like all of my words are pretty straightforward
Yeah.
when you put them in the context of social media marketing. Yeah, it's just like you have to keep up with all of your socials. You have to make sure you're posting at the right times, posting the right content, things that are gonna be eye-catching, things that, you know, like they're gonna grab attention. I want people to come to Hackthon too. And so we're trying to do our best to get more people there this year. So I would say those are the main 3 things that go
Yeah.
into that, yeah.
Dude, you gotta edit like activity. I don't know, what was it? Analytics. The sparkle text.
She wants so many editing. This episode's
I
gonna
love
take
your
like
job.
6 hours of editing.
Maybe we will give you a coffee. Not $50 though.
I buy something. I don't know, it's funny.
All right, Rabih, your turn.
Yeah. I wanna go on
Lead.
both ends.
Is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're gonna lead, I worked many co-ops and had different jobs. If you're gonna lead, you better lead by example.
Respect.
And I gotta put in that work, you know,
Respect.
so I can inspire them. That's my second word. See, I'm building.
Wow.
See?
The connection.
Yeah, to inspire my team to build something.
Dance cooking.
Poet.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my
Call
chef's
him Nicki
hat? We
Minaj.
should have like a
Okay, bars.
chef's hat to whenever it says anyone's
Chef's hat.
cooking in the podcast.
Man's cooking. I like it. So,
And then we gotta ideate as well. You know, we have to be fresh
Yeah.
to stand out from the competition.
You know, I do a bit
I
of
like
marketing on for game dev as well.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that stuff's hard. For real. You guys slay, actually. Like, just keeping it consistent and, like, knowing, like, repetitively when. Oh, damn. Actually, I have to post tonight, actually. So,
Yeah.
good memory. Thanks.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of like impromptu posting we have to do as well. I'm sure when we go to the actual hackathon, it's gonna be super hectic filming everything and getting everything on camera. But
Instagram story is gonna be dot 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 dot.
oh yeah, it's gonna be like 10,000 stories in one.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
always fun. Yeah.
how do you guys go about streamlining a workflow? Because you're managing Hack the Hill on multiple different platforms.
Uh-huh.
So how do you ease the workload for yourself and make
As
sure
a
that
new
everything goes out at the
marketing
same
manager.
time and have
You
the
wanna
same
take
format?
Yeah, of course. Well, we actually split it up based on platform and strengths of people, I guess. So we have some people who they're, like I said earlier, better at design, better at public speaking. So we kind of just split the platforms based on that. So, for example, I kind of took the people who are better at design and who have a lot of connections on social media. And I manage those people for Instagram and TikTok. And also we have a video editor who she's awesome. She has like 100K on YouTube. Insane. She's amazing. So she's obviously taking over our TikTok.
We
It's
got
great.
celebrities.
Yep. we
Yeah,
got
no, for
fans.
real.
But yeah, so we kind of just split it based on people's strengths and then based on the platform we think they would be best suited for. So yeah, our designer, obviously I put her on Instagram, like I said, TikTok for our video editor. For our more public speaking, like more comfortable people, I asked her if she'd be like, down to do LinkedIn and Discord and that type of thing. I feel like those are a little bit more like actively social than other platforms. So yeah, that's kind of how we divided things up. Yeah.
Just to add on to that, like you mentioned, each platform has this like algorithm and how you succeed on it, and you really got to understand what you got to do in order to go quote unquote viral.
Yeah.
And
Oh my god.
I have a marketing agency, shout out Webbright, also sponsored. Shameful, no shame in plugging in Webbright. But I understand like most major platform, and I kind of divided like managers for each platform one way or another, and that way they understand the algorithm. I teach them what they gotta do to stay consistent, and that's kind of where we're managing our workflow. We have a small process on the back end and how sending everything to be reposted on other people's platforms and whatnot. That's pretty much how we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's really efficient. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great. We actually have a very
We try.
well-balanced marketing team, so it worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
Like we have someone who's like specifically good at everything we kind of need for marketing to be well-rounded. So it kind of just worked out in the end.
Shout out to the new hires.
Yeah, no, they're amazing, honestly. Like they have such a diverse skill set. It's great.
Yeah.
We gotta run a
So well.
marketing only podcast.
You know
Oh.
what? That would be awesome.
But
We've
we
determined
wanna
that
have a
nobody
big shout
but
out
Shreya wants to be.
to Lone Haven and Webbright for sponsoring this podcast. And if you guys want to sponsor us,
Just another sponsorship
@thehill.com.
Hit us up if you want to sponsor.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you.
And stay
Thanks for
tuned for
having
the
us.
next one.
Yeah, where are we supposed to say bye to? Be like,
Anyway, this is your camera
bye.
right there.
Bye. Bye.